Search and destroy. Defend the objective.
So, like you're spawning here, you're running an AR, just run up to this tank, and start ADSing here so you'll see anybody that goes wide, and just shoulder that. So you're just going left and right on your left analog as fast as you can, basically. If you see somebody, you can just come back to here, call out you seen a guy, and then go right back to kind of shouldering it, but you don't have to get into a full-fledged fucking gunfight. The reason I like that spot instead of this fence, you could use this fence and shoulder it here. The problem is if he sees you, he can just start shooting you through the fence. You know what I mean? And then, like, you're probably gonna die. He can't shoot you through this. So, it is what it is. I don't know how my mic just sounded. The settings were off. And then, like, I'm be running a sub on this map. But for me, like, I can come down this way. I throw my gaming bomb here, obviously faster than I just did. I just do it thing. And then I can get here, and I can hold top and side and see that cross. Usually when I'm running my sub, when I'm running it, I usually just run all the way through here. And I'll usually just slide through, and I always catch them crossing over this way anyway. So if I'm already here, now you've got my whole back covered, or whoever is watching B side has my whole back covered. And then on this side, I can watch here, top, I can kind of see this side here, like I'll hear anything that happens here. And then if we have the third guy, because it's, you know, it's usually we're playing 3v3s, if you have a third guy, he can just come and sit here. And if the third guy's sitting here, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to hear them open anything or go over towards A at all. That way we've got B covered, this guy's inside of A, and because I blew this door out, if somebody comes fucking, like if I see a guy cross and I hit him and he comes through here, I can immediately help the guy that's inside. Like I can help the guy at B from here, I can help the guy that's inside A from here, and then we can always make sure that we have 2v1s instead of taking all these 1v1 gunfights. Obviously, that doesn't stop the fucking... If they full left push all the way from here and go all the way down and all the way around the map and shoot us in the backs or whatever. But that would be fucking insanity if they did that. But what it does is it gives us, I think, the most efficient map control, because we essentially have left side of the map and basically middle map controlled from this spot, from these three spots, because they really can't go anywhere except for that path through A. So if we don't see them or hear them in a few seconds, we know they're flanking. There's nothing that they can either do about it. They're either going to play super slow or they're going to flank, right? And then, you know, on offense, it's... I think the only way to push B... Where do we spawn? Like right, way back here, right? So if we pick the bomb up here, like the only efficient way, I think, to push this site, because they're probably going to have a guy that's going to be up here, either on tree or over here. So, like, if there's a guy that plays tree, like, if somebody plays up here, like, he's gonna, he basically is gonna see everything that, like, on that cross and over, right? And then he can kind of watch towards B. The only reason that I wouldn't go there is because he's kind of far away, so, like it's kind of, you're kind of far from the whole push. If something happens where two guys show up there, you're going to get traded, and by the time your help comes, this guy's going to be gone back towards spawn, or, you know, out through tunnel, or wherever. Even if he gets one of those kills and gets traded out, I mean. That, like, B on this map is a hard one to push, unless you can get, you know, you pick up a first blood or something. When you're looking, like, back, and you're going to go to A, I mean, it's not impossible to have a guy up here and kind of looking over that side. Like, you could do that pretty simply. You could have somebody throw a nade over to check as a stun, but whatever. You can have a guy sitting up here to watch this cross through. And obviously this spot is that's the spot for that top window. If you thought, like, if you think there's going to be a guy that back tank, you can skip that window. Like, if we play around and there's a guy back tank and he just fucking, like, he's there and he just beams you, then it's not like you can't call that out the next round or whomever's going to go there. And I can come up here and I can hold this door with my SMG. The guy top window can't see you, and then you can try to get a pick on this kid, or you can stay there and like we can try to just kill him out. Like if our third or whomever watches this, then I can push up through here hopefully as quick as I can and try to get there. Because if you look, like this tank guy's not going to see me if I slide over. He's not even going to know I'm here until I'm here. And by that time, like I already know he's up there. He probably doesn't have much of a fucking hope unless he just shits on me. So I think on defenses, the strat's pretty obvious. It's pretty easy. And then on offenses, we kind of just have to play. You have to play for a pick on every offense because you're against the clock. You have to plant the bomb regardless or you lose. So it's like you have to play to get a kill. And then as soon as you get a kill, you have to decide what site you're going to go to. And we have to just work into that site and force them to retake it. 3v2, 4v3, 2v1, whatever the fuck it is. Force these guys to retake it. So like if there's a guy planting the bomb right here, like if we are planting the bomb here, then there's no, like we could have a guy back here watching any push through, and or that guy could be like here next to this guy planting, or in this corner here watching this side, like whatever you want to do to make sure that the bomb goes down. This is the spot I go to with my MP40. So, yeah, this is the back tank spot that these guys keep jumping up on. Alright, so they can see you there. If you're on this tank looking window, like he's gonna see you. There's really nothing you're gonna be able to do about this. Like, cause he's even gonna see you there, cause you're gonna be standing up. All you're gonna see is the tippity top of this fucking clown's head. He's gonna just shit on you. There's no way you win that gunfight unless you're fucking Kyle and you're cracked out of your mind. Other than that, you're pretty well fucking boned. And then, if you're, if we have a guy ever that comes up top here, and you want it to get out, I always just jump onto this, and you can jump here, and it kind of stops your fucking legs from, that fucking shitty noise. And the other push that I make here off spawn is I rush through here, I slide over, open this, come through, peek this door, and I usually catch a guy right here. And that guy is literally sitting here looking at that fucking fence. He can't, like, if you look, like, where you're shouldering there is, like, right there. You know what I mean? You're shouldering, like, right there. So you don't have to get into a gunfight with this clown. If you call out that this guy is here, and then you keep shouldering him, or whoever's watching it, like I'm not speaking to anybody generally, I'm just kind of just talking, but whoever's shouldering it with their AR, if you're shouldering that spot up there and you call it out, you just keep shouldering it, like I don't have to leave here because I know this guy cannot come behind me until you either die or you let him behind me, which would be a fucking shitty thing for you to do, whoever's watching it. So like I know that I've got this guy's back and you've got my back. Unfortunately, nobody really fucking has whoever's back is down there. Or if they come full flank, there's not a lot you can do about it. You just make, in-game adjustments at that point. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking on Bocage, and looking to see, and they're just throwing shoulders wherever they can. And as soon as the call out comes in, like okay, it's a B push, this guy always gives this up. And he comes back, and he's like, he's always running an AR, and he always comes back, and he's either like holding back here because these walls are usually broken, right? So he's either holding back here so he can see that side push, or he'll come all the way up, and he's kind of trying to play for information over to this side. But that's what they're doing on this side. Two guys I've noticed go up top here. And they're waiting together because they might throw a stun. I hit this super fucking quick. So if a second sub, if we had two subs on the map, or regardless, it's just like if there was a second player on the map that was gonna run a sub, if we come this way and that second guy that comes up here with me throws this stun, Like they're fucked if they hit this hard. They're dead as fuck. And then this spot here is that little cheeky spot. Like if you like come up here, you run through here and immediately just drop down, they're fucked. If you break this out and sit here, they can't see you. You'll definitely hear the bomb, and you can always just check it. We just have to make sure that, like, when we're planting the bomb, just plant it on like this corner, like, because then that guy can see the bomb like clear as fuck from that side. And then this side, this is where this guy goes. This is where I was watching Crim6 go to check, like right off spawn. He goes up here and he sees them running across here. Like they're going up there to watch A, and he can see them from here, and he's literally just fucking shooting at them. And then as soon as they realize that there's, you know, the guy's running back or whatever, he'll come up here, and he's playing in this cubby. So he's playing in this cubby to try to help get his guy into here. He can shoot here and here, and then he's also playing in the cubby so that he can peek out, like shoulder. He can shoulder both ways. You know what I mean? So what I'll do when I come up here, because I'm running an MP40, when I come up here on this side of the map, I can throw a nade here, and as soon as I throw it, I'll sprint into here. And once I get into here, I can kind of hold and see that corner. And if I see that corner and there's nobody in it, then I can come over here a little bit, maybe throw some fire down. I can let this other guy, whoever's carrying the bomb, I can let the bomb carrier fucking slide in, right? And then it'll just make things fucking easier to get that B plant down. And then at that point, once the bomb is down, it's down. It still doesn't give us a ton of coverage from top. Like maybe this guy here, once we start working for the bomb plant, maybe this guy can kind of slide over here and see and check top, even if he has to throw his nade or his stun or what have you, and that way we can work the B plant down. What I will tell you is that in every one of the pro scrims I've watched on this map, nobody even attempts to go to A. Because not even the best players in the fucking world think they can get the bomb down at A. So I would definitely avoid that A plant. And then if you're going to pinch, like if you're going to flank from that side, I think the best thing to do would be, you know, if you're like start it where if you're running an AR and you think you're going to flank anyway, you can start on this side. You don't have to go that far up, but you can start on this side, like look over toward this way, make sure that they're not, like even if you want to shoot all that shit down so you can see better, so you'll see that cross, and that way you can run down here and jump over all this shit. Obviously not miss that ledge, but then you can start your whole pinch, right? And you'll see there's usually a guy there, or a guy there. I doubt anybody's going to be hanging back their spawn, but if there's a guy in that building, as soon as you start shooting here, he's probably coming out that door, right? Because if he tries to chow you from up there, you're going to kill him. He might have an angle from that door, so like I would kill this guy and probably start looking that way and trust that the other teammates that you have up there are going to be able to take care of anybody that pushes out. Yeah, so that would be Castle. So on this side of the map, what I've noticed a lot of players that we play against do is they hit this fucking hard. They're throwing a nade from here to try to get to that corner. Oh my god, and then he's immediately inside a B. You close that thing behind you, and then they can't tell that you've even been in here. Like if they come in and look, because now what I started doing, when I rush through here, the first thing I do is look at that thing because I want to make sure nobody's in here with me. Then I start my plant, right? And then they'll just stay in here, which is the fucking craziest bit. Why will this... Alright, whatever. They'll stay in here until you start your plant, right? Because nobody plants on this side of the bomb because then they can't watch it from over there. So you could lay down like right here and you'll hear them start the plant. And once you kill them, I mean, you can come out the back door, come out the side door, do whatever. But I wouldn't run that way because that's where they're going to be looking. So if you kill a guy and he's planting the bomb here, you're either going to stay in here or you're going to come out the back and then down, like down here somewhere. You can hold this heady. like see through boxes. You can come through this way and kind of do that, or what have you. You probably like our setup. If we know that they're B, like we usually only send one guy that way. So if we know that they're B and we've got already one guy's fire standing up there, like if we've already got a guy like here that's watching that whole cross, that guy that's fire can easily jump out to help the B guy, even if he's here. He can easily jump out and help this kid that's at B. And then I usually go A pretty hard here. Like my whole thing now is gonna be like, when I come through, I wanna run through this fucking thing. I don't know why it takes so many like months to do that. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so when I come to A, I wanna run through here and I wanna run through that thing. Because what I've noticed is that when they plant A, they'll have a little kill hole in the bottom of this fucking thing and they just sit in it so that they can see the bomb. Because that door will be open and I think you can shoot through it regardless. Let's have a little peek real quick. Yeah, see, they can see the bomb from here and there'll just be a little kill hole there. So it's like, it's just fucking annoying. So if I break that through, it just eliminates that. But usually I push right down to here and I'll sit here and they'll throw a stun sometimes. It'll land like right there, but it like almost never hits me. And then they just run. They fucking fly right through here and I always see them because I'll be sitting in the corner like this and I see them go and then I just wait until they get to the steps and I kill them. If they're not there and you guys say it's a B, then I'm running all the way through. And I'll usually just full. I can stop and I check like here and here, and then I'm usually gone. Like I usually go all the way around here, come all the way through. I can see if the train door is open from here. I can see all the way up top here. I can see back this truck where these guys hang out. And then I'll just peek the door or just come through it, because if you guys are saying there's a guy trains, then he's there. Kill these kids. Like there's so many spots on this flank. On these B plants, when I'm running to plant B, I run all the way through that building, then I run through here, I sprint through this fucking door, I try to get to these boxes as quick as I can, and then I'm just through here, and then I'll like as soon as I come in, it's like I'll slide through here, jump, check that, if it's closed, I start my plant, and then what I'll do is I want to run through the door, because I want it to be open so that you can see the bomb, and then I want to get back to this spot over here. I have to fucking figure out how I'm going to get into it without jumping off the map, though. Okay. But it won't let me prone. Okay, there we go. We're prone here now. So if I... Tragic. But if I just lay there, I think I got a good cross into the bomb anyway, so... I don't think I need to. I think I can probably just come all the way back trains and just watch the flank through there, or what have you. And then we could have a guy here that's watching. Not a ton different on Berlin, to be honest with you. I think the strats on Berlin are pretty fucking simple. And then, like, even like if you're gonna throw it from here, you can then like turn and come into church, smash this fucking window and see everything that side, or you could run all the way to here and smash this window and just sit like right here, kind of watch these two crosses and shoulder this way. If you're not seeing anything here, obviously they're not there yet, you can keep shouldering, and then just call them out. Just be careful to not get in these long gunfights with these guys top green or top church for that matter. So like off break, the guy that's going to throw that stun, so boom, you're throwing your stun over that bridge, you're in here, you're immediately calling out, okay, I hit someone, or okay, I didn't hit someone. Now you're in here and you're just holding these fucking angles, because you're gonna get here as quick as they do anyway, and all you're doing is just helping the guy that's top, right? So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to B off spawn. I'll run with an MP40 if I have to on this map, and I'll run to here. Somebody's gonna stay here, so like two people are gonna come this way. If we're playing 3, well, I guess if we're playing 3, you don't really need 2 people. So like I'll run here with my STG, and I can watch this under B push, And as soon as you say you hit somebody here, like I'll come right to here. As soon as you say you hit somebody, I can come here, throw my stun, push all the way up to this tank, and then I've got this heady that I can fight from. I can kind of kill this guy over here. As soon as I kill him though, like I'm gone. I'm all the way down. I'm back to watching underneath here to support the guy that's inside a church that's watching that fucking cross, right? And that's going to give us all of B control, and it's going to give us all of the other side control, right? And then we could have this last guy could be just sitting up here. Like our third guy could sit here. He's watching back, so he's watching this cross to B. I'm watching the under cross to B. And then the guy that's inside a church, the guy that's like, so the guy that throws that nade initially, just make sure you don't break this fucking window, because then everybody's going to see you. But if you just break this window, you're going to see this whole cross through to A fucking right away. You don't have to stand here though. Like we just have to make sure we don't get into these habits where we're in spots to die. Right here, like you're pretty well fucked. Here, nobody's going to be coming across and stopping and look into this fucking side window, right? Like that's not to say that they can't fucking see you. But, like, I mean, like, he can't mantle into that fucking window. So, like, as soon as you see him or you think you see him, you just call out that you've seen him. And then you don't have to take that gunfight by yourself. Because you're going to have me close. Like, I'll be under bridge. Or whoever's on top of church is going to be right there. So it's not like if you see a guy crossing. So we kill this kid. I come back. We see this guy crossing. I'm throwing shoulders. I'm shooting at him. We're saying, okay, he's crossing. He's crossing. Now I'm here. Like now I'm here playing this spot, so I can see here, I can see here, I got a good heady for top green. This guy's crossing, you're looking at him. Whoever's top can be looking here still. So he's still watching the B flank through. We can really we can shore up map control on so many of these maps. And obviously it's if it's a 4v4 instead of a 3v3, you just have an extra guy to watch a spot. So if we had a fourth guy to sit here and watch like fucking all the way back right, you know what I mean? Like if we've got a fourth guy that's gonna sit here and just throw shoulders over here, and he's literally just fucking crouching, shouldering, see somebody, oh my god, there's a guy there, fucking run away. You know what I mean? Like not that hard. And it's the devastating thing for us when we play these GBs. And the only reason I'm saying this, because I don't care that we lose GBs, because like I said from the start, I was only playing them for a competitive way to play the game, and it's fun, so I don't care that we lose the games. But the frustrating part is when we lose, when we're up like 3-1 in life count in an S&D 3-3, and the guy fucking has to defuse the bomb, and we get 1v3'd. That's fucking hell. And it's all because we're all in different spots and we're all fucking taking 1v1 gunfights. He kills me here, then he runs all the fucking way over here and he kills Mitch, and he runs back here and he kills Brendan, and then he runs to the bomb and he fucking shoots at our body and pisses in our mouth and defuses. You know what I'm saying? But I think all those spots would be the best ones. So I can hold here, then run up. Somebody throws that stun over, runs into church, breaks that second window on the right, stays in the corner, watches that cross. I'm watching this cross now. Somebody up there is watching above me. Like, we got the whole map locked. That's Damansk for me.